Oh my God, what a game, huh? What a game! That Super Bowl was amazing as hell. I absolutely enjoyed every second from the kickoff to the final moments. But congratulations all around to the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are Super Bowl champions for the first time since the Greatest Show on Turf era, back when they were in St. Louis. It was an amazing game. It was back and forth. It actually kind of looked like Cincy was going to take it, but a good drive, which actually did feature some questionable call or two, led to Cooper Kupp scoring, catching a pass right in the end zone, his second touchdown of the game, and Joe Burrow. We tried to get him to at least field goal range because they were only down 3, but Donald got to him and forced him to throw an incomplete pass, and that was it. The Rams are your reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl heavyweight champions this year. What a year, huh? And a lot of history was made. A lot of history was made in that game.
Based on clinical data.
This is LA's first Super Bowl championship. This is only LA's second Super Bowl championship, but it's their first since the LA Raiders won Super Bowl 18. And the Rams now are not one-hit wonders anymore. This is their second ring. They've won multiple championships now, so they've joined that club. And it was just a great game all around. OBJ actually opened the scoring, and now he's got. Oh my God! Seriously, if I'm Baker Mayfield, I'm hiding right now. I really am, because he blamed Odell for all the bad shit in Cleveland. He did, and he went off to LA, and all of a sudden he's champion. He's got a belt. He's got a belt to flex, along with that ugly cry. Oh my God, which is already become a meme. But yeah. So I'm very happy for, because as good as he is, he deserves a ring. But someone else I'm happy for in this is Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford spent a dozen years in hell, aka Detroit. Fun fact: there actually is a city in Michigan called Hell. But yeah, he was in Detroit all those years, and because the team was so bad, everybody assumed that he was a terrible quarterback, but he wasn't. He was a pretty good quarterback. He was just on a bad team, but that team made the playoffs a couple of times under him. But he and Goff get traded for each other, and he shows out with the Rams, or a little bit. He didn't lead the league in interceptions. He actually did throw 2 bad ones tonight, but he did his best. He did enough to win, and look what it got him. Matthew Stafford is a Super Bowl champion. He's buddies with Clayton Kershaw. Now both of them have rings, and in the last 2 years too. That's true. Matthew Stafford's a Super Bowl champion. Odell Beckham Jr. is a Super Bowl champion. Aaron Donald's a Super Bowl champion. And Sean McVay finally got, and he and Sean McVay got the ring that eluded them 3 years ago. Remember, McVay's Rams were in the Super Bowl 3 years ago. They were Super Bowl 53 against the Patriots, but they couldn't get even a touchdown. They were held to a single field goal. The offense was just gone, kaput. Odell Beckham, when he scored that touchdown, already they outscored the Super Bowl 53 performance like that in less than a quarter. But yeah, so the Rams did it in their home stadium, the Hollywood ending. And that's something, and the refs kind of provided the Hollywood ending for a little bit, but it was just an amazing Super Bowl. I absolutely enjoyed it. I entered this game with the feeling that I would be happy for whoever wins it, and which brings me to Cincinnati. It does now. Somebody has to lose a Super Bowl, and yes, it had to be. It was Cincinnati. Joe Burrow did his thing, like he always does. His offensive line failed him, and as a Packers fan, I can sympathize because Aaron Rodgers has never had a good offensive line in front of him. But yeah, so Burrow did his best, even with the odds against him, and he did it. He got to the Super Bowl. He at least got there. In his second year in the league, he got to the Super Bowl. That's really something. So he got sacked 7 times in that game. That actually ties a record. Roger Staubach got sacked that many times in Super Bowl 10. So they almost got it. They almost had it, but Burrow and Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, they're gonna have to figure out what to do to get just that extra step farther and get back to the promised land, and this time end with a championship. So the Bengals should be back in it. They should be back in it. This won't be a one-off. Cooper Kupp. The more I watch it, the more of a fan I am, and I'm not just saying it because he was on one of my fantasy teams and he got me one of my 2 championships this year. But yeah, he kicked ass. 2 touchdowns in that game. He won. At the NFL honors, he won Offensive Player of the Year, well deserved, and he was up for NFL MVP. He didn't get that, but he got Super Bowl MVP, which is even greater. So he's a Super Bowl MVP, and it's amazing. It was just, I just loved that entire game. I really did. It was a very, very great and gripping and fun end to this amazing season, which has seen, of course, it's an extra week now, and things get pushed back a week. That includes the playoffs. Remember, the Super Bowl from this point on is now on the second Sunday in February. And speaking of which, February 12th, 2023. That's the date for Super Bowl 57. That's going to be in Glendale, Arizona. And it's going to be, it should be a good one. But again, congratulations to the LA Rams. They kicked ass this year. They may have backed into a division title when they in the final week, but when they got the playoffs, they played like nobody's business. They beat down the Cardinals. They survived against the Brady Bucks and sent Brady into retirement. And they beat the Niners and possibly may have sent Jimmy Garoppolo out of the Bay Area. And they beat a very game Bengals team in an amazing Super Bowl. Once again, congratulations to that team. Well deserved. And that is my recap of Super Bowl 56. It's going to be a while before I'm back on YouTube. The next time I return to YouTube, I'm going to talk about the NHL playoff races. With the season the schedule being weird because the season actually ends at the end of April. So I may be back on here probably late March, 1st of April, around that neighborhood. So if you like this video, click the like button, click subscribe if you want more. I'm gonna write my story on Super Bowl 56. The recap will be up on the description below when it is published, so keep an eye out for it. And I'll be back on YouTube most likely in late March, early April, to discuss the home stretch and the playoff races in the National Hockey League. So stay tuned.